Morning class, Professor Kev here. Today's student success tip is called Four Things to Consider when you're selecting a mentor. So one of the interesting things about being a professor is students think you know everything. I wish I was half as smart as I get credit for. Recently, a lot of students have asked me, hey, how do I come to the United States to go to college? No idea. I have no idea about the process. I'll have engineering students reach out to me. Hey, can you help me with this idea? And they want technical knowledge. I'm an engineer. I don't have it. Really important not to try to give advice when you don't have the knowledge. So let's start there. Knowledge. So I had a student say to me, hey, it's amazing. I have this mentor. They have 30 years experience. I'm so lucky. Yeah, maybe. But do they have 30 years experience? Students get mad at me when I say, you know what it means when someone has 30 years experience? And I can say this because I'm old. It means they're old. And so it's like, it does. I know people who have 30 years experience, but I would argue they have 2 years experience. They've been doing the same job for 30 years without ever taking on more responsibility, learning new knowledge. They're the same as someone just coming into the industry. Doesn't mean that because they have 30 years, they're the right mentor for you. You got to think about what you're trying to do. Has this person done that? And in some cases, maybe they did it many, many years ago. Is it still the same? I'm still never going to forget. There was a gentleman who came out to one of my events, and at the event, he mentioned how he was involved. He was involved in taking a company public. And he mentioned the company was like looking around like we're all going to go, oh my God. It was 25 years ago. We never even heard of the company, and they're not in business anymore. Again, he was involved. What role? No one seems to know. So you want to look and say, okay, has this person done what I'm trying to do? That's helpful. Okay. So don't get caught up in how much experience, years wise they have. Someone with 5 years experience may have gone through all the things you're trying to accomplish and be better mentor. So let's start there. Number two, time. I have students ask me to mentor them, and I'm like, okay, what are we looking at for a time commitment? You have to be honest with me. You're like, oh, my favorite is just, every now and then I just might have a question. Okay, that's reasonable. And then it's every day you have a question. Again, you got to be honest with the time commitment and make sure that your mentor has it. Because if you're relying on me or someone to give you advice and you message us and we don't get back to you for 3 weeks, may not really be great. So you want to consider that time commitment. Number three, do you click? This is to me is really important. We have to get along. If we don't get along, I'm probably not a great mentor for you. No one else is a great mentor for you. There has to be that we like each other thing. Maybe I want to see you be successful. Maybe I see myself in you. If we don't click at that level, probably should find another mentor. It's probably just not going to work for you. Number four, arguably the most important one, are you coachable? Okay, are you coachable? If you are not coachable, nobody can mentor you. And I've had this experience. Had one of, it was a ways back now, student like, hey, can I talk to you about my idea? And I said something and he got mad. He's like, you're the third person to say this and you're all wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay, have a nice day. Okay. But I'm like, buddy, if I'm the third person to say this, maybe we're right. Maybe you're wrong. Again, do what you want, your business, but I'm really mad. You have to be coachable. You have to be willing to listen. Now, you don't have to take all the advice. Again, maybe something like, I know what you're saying, but I don't want to do that. I want to go in this direction. Your business, your idea, you have right to do what you want. But if you're not willing to listen, and I've had this experience off and on where someone will say something, then they get defensive and start arguing with me. I'm like, it's okay, buddy. Giving you my opinion. Not saying it's right. I gave it to you. I think we should move on now. You don't agree with what I'm saying. I can't be your mentor. I can't help you. You should find someone else. But again, going back to this, if three or four people are telling you something and you don't agree with it, you have to ask yourself, why don't you agree with it? Why are all these people wrong? Maybe they are. Maybe they're just not seeing it the way you're seeing it. Maybe your vision's bigger than their ability. That could happen. But again, 3 or 4 people, you might want to stop and say, I should consider this. As your mentor, I'm going to devil's advocate you. I'm going to question everything. Hey, have you thought of this? Just want to make sure you have. Have you gone out and talked to potential customers? And first question I'm going to ask, how is your solution different, better than everyone else's? If you can't answer that, then we have a problem. We have to get to that point. Why? Why am I going to do this? And sometimes you get a situation where the person buying it and the person using it is not the same person. This happens where they'll be like, well, it's for students and they love it. Are students paying for it? Well, no, the university will be paying for it. Have you spoken to someone at the university to see if they would have an interest in buying it? No, I haven't. It's great that all your classmates like it, but you got to look at who is actually paying for it. If the university is not going to buy it, then how are you going to get around that? So again, when someone's mentoring you and they're playing devil's advocate, like I like to do, we're just trying to help you. We're not trying to, at times, I've been talking to someone that just get mad. I'm like, look, I'm not trying to get you mad, but I'm trying to be real with you. You have to know the answer to these questions. If your solution is the same as what's on the market, respectfully, why do we need to buy your solution? It's already there. So give some thoughts to that and stuff. But again, these are 4 of the ways that I think is important when selecting a mentor. Put a lot of effort into this, okay? Make sure you pick the right mentors. The right mentors can have a huge positive impact on your business. You want people that can help you. And also, your mentors may change over time. You may need different mentors. All right, this mentor got me to this point, but now I want to go here, and that person doesn't have experience in that area. It's okay to go find another mentor. To thank that person, maybe keep them on if you want, but then look, all right, we got to go on to the next mentor to help us to the next step. So, all right, so there's some comments on mentorship. You want to talk about this, shoot me an email, shoot me a LinkedIn message. More than happy to chat with you about it. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you're having a truly dazzling day.